Being first is nothing new for Swansea native Stanley Myers, from breaking records on the football field to making history in the military and in the courtroom. Myers recently earned the title of military judge, making him the first African American to hold this position in South Carolina. A proud servant leader, he credits humility, hard work, and his community for helping make him the man he is today. This is a seat at the table. What should I call you? Judge Myers, Attorney Myers? What would you like?
You had it right the first time, Stanley. Just call me Stanley.
Just call you Stanley?
That'll never change, just Stanley. You know, it's funny, I didn't even know it. I didn't even realize when I got accepted into the course and when I walked across the stage that was the deal. And I'm not on social media purposefully. So someone texted me a photograph of someone who recognized that I was the first African-American military judge of South Carolina, and it went viral from there. But looking back on it, it means a lot. I hope it means a lot for the kids in Swansea who just have dreams, and if you just dream and work hard, you can achieve whatever. The accolades will come. Just put your head down, work hard, and those things will come. You got Swansea proper, and then you have the country part of Swansea, which is where I grew up, just small country town around hogs, cows, all of it. My dad, David, he grew up in the Calhoun County, Orangeburg area. Limited education, had a third-grade education, but he drove truck all of his life. Was just a real hard, honest man. My mom, 10th grade education, but just a great woman, family woman, always was there and showed love to us. We might not have had all the money in the world, but it was just a great atmosphere to grow up in. The thing about the Citadel is that it puts you in leadership roles instantly, even as a knob or a freshman. So you have no choice but to either work on your leadership skills or quit. But to be in that environment and be a leader among peers, it was everything that I needed. So I went down to Fort Benning, Georgia, where I learned how to become an infantry officer, and then once I finished law school, I became a JAG officer. I've been a JAG officer since 2004 now, and my duties have ranged from being a trial counsel to being the regional defense counsel to now being a military judge.
As a leader, what do you think is the most important quality that a leader should have?
The ability to serve first. We call that servant leadership. All good leaders recognize that it's not about the titles. People don't follow titles. They follow individuals who have the ability to recognize that, look, I'm only here because of the people that are pushing or because of my followers. So he who leads must first learn how to follow. So to me, I think that good leaders have that ability, and that's always what I've tried to do.
So it's 2021. Are you surprised that you're the first African-American military judge in South Carolina?
Yeah, you would think so, right?
Yeah.
So it's, here it is, 2021, and it's just like, man, I'm the first. I know a lot of other JAG officers who were before me, and you would think that, the opportunity would have arisen during their tenure.
Now that you have not only this role as military judge, but also as a first, do you feel more weight because of that, being the first in this position?
Yeah, certainly when the mantle is passed to you, you don't want to do anything to mess it up. So, my goal is to just make sure that I stay the course, that I do the best job that I can, so that I can give other individuals an opportunity to come in. That, it's like, look, Stanley did well. Hey, we're gonna give this other kid a shot. So I just want to make sure that I properly pass the baton. In the lawyer work that I do, and even as a military judge, we're starting to see an increase of gangs and gang violence. And a lot of it is cultural. And what I've always tried to do, and what I've always tried to tell individuals, that you can avoid gangs if you just keep yourself productive in other ways. And that's one of the things that the mentorship program is designed to do, to keep these kids busy.
You are a family man.
I try to be. So I'm married to Tashia. She's from Richland Northeast, your same high school.
Okay.
We met when she was at the College of Charleston. I asked her to marry me when I graduated. thankfully, she said yes. But, we have two great little kids, Stanley, Lamont, we call him LJ for short, he's 12, and Haley Elizabeth, she's 10. But they're the greatest little things in the world. And you know, regardless of how busy I am, I've always just tried to make a point to spend as much time as I can with them because, I mean, they're growing up fast.
You are creating a seat at the table for so many different people in so many different areas. What does that feel like?
Again, I'm humbled. I want to look back at my my community, my homeboys, my teachers, all my family, and just say, hey, we made it. We got to keep going, and thank you so much for all your support and all your efforts to make me who I am. I owe it all to them.